Hi, my name's Dave, and today we're going to be going over the setup of the ShootSteel.com dueling tree. The dueling tree offers 4 targets that pivot back and forth. This allows for great training or a little friendly competition at the range. Because of the size and mass of the dueling tree, it is recommended to have an assistant help you during the assembly process. Before we go over the assembly, let's go over what's included and what you will need to complete the setup. The components of the dueling tree include 4 legs, 2 longer legs and 2 shorter legs, the upright target spine, 4 targets, 4 brackets that attach to the spine, 4 bolts and nuts for attaching the legs to the upright section, and 8 bolts and nuts to attach the target brackets to the spine. The only tools needed are basic hand tools, such as a wrench or socket and ratchet. If you're going to be completing the setup by yourself, a strong clamp is also recommended. Begin by laying out the legs in the X configuration as shown. The 2 longer legs will go towards the front of the target with the cutouts of the legs towards the bottom. Then align the upright section in between the 2 legs. Because of the size and mass, it is recommended to have someone assist you by holding the upright mass while you align the legs. Once in alignment, you can insert a bolt through each of the holes and secure a nut to each bolt. Then using your hand tools, tighten all of the hardware. You need to make sure that the nylon locking insert of the nut is holding torque properly and the legs are securely attached to the upright section. There should be no play or wobble. Take one of the brackets and align it on the lower tab of the spine. Insert the bolt through the holes attaching the nuts. Only tighten the nuts slightly. We want the bracket to be able to pivot before fully tightening. The target has a short section and a longer section on the pivot piece. There's also a rounded section here that will engage with the ramp on the bracket. We want the longer section to go down and the shorter section to be towards the top of the target. Insert the target aligning the pivot piece in the bracket and the top tab. An assistant is helpful holding the bracket in place while the hardware is tightened. However, if you're completing the setup by yourself, you can now use your clamp, holding the bracket in place, pivoting, now allowing you to tighten the hardware. With the clamp holding the bracket on the spine, you can now tighten the first nut. Make sure to tighten adequately so that the nylon locking insert is holding torque and the bracket is secured to the spine. After the first nut and bolt is tightened, you can pivot the target, remove the clamp, and tighten the second nut and bolt. Again, make sure to tighten this adequately so it is holding the bracket securely onto the spine. Repeat this process for the remaining 3 brackets and targets. Setup of the ShootSteel.com dueling tree is now complete. Always make sure to check the directions that came with your target to make sure you're shooting the appropriate caliber at the proper distance and that your backstop and shooting area are safe to shoot with steel targets. Thank you very much for watching and have a great day.